Baby probably got a couple million. Baby having 4 or 5 kids. Baby got children. Baby probably still drug dealer. Baby ain't a trapper, he a rap. Baby make cash. Baby in the hood getting happy. Baby keep it real with his people. Baby like a bitch. Baby probably still selling me. Baby probably still got the bowl. I told my bitch some paper, but I still got the hoe. Baby getting jiggy. On stage with the blitz. Baby CEO. Shaking game like he did. You would think it's Mardi Gras. I got the bitches showing titties. And I ain't throwing beads. Pulling bitches weed. Stalling bitches out if I'm a daughter, she'll flee. When I fuck a doggy style, the only time I'm on my knee. I barely wanna hit her, gotta beg and baby please. I tell the bitch to shut up, about to fuck my nut up. The label CEO keep begging me to kick the gun up. They know you play with baby, baby, beating cut up. Coffee flame, Wi-Fi on the FaceTime with Johnny. I told him ice my wrist up. I like to hold my fist up. How to go to baby in the end, I getting his dicks up. Why he keep the 5,000 foes in every picture? Cause niggas. Baby putting on for the shit. Baby he the realest. Baby probably got a couple million.
Hello everybody, this is Korean Queen Rena, High Priestess, Mama Universe, Ascendant Master number 11, 144. So I hope you guys have been doing well. I hope you guys had a great Valentine's, either with a significant other or just had a great time with yourself, enjoying your own things that you like to do for yourself, with yourself or whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with today's video. Okay, so I wanted to come on here. I feel like, especially since we just had Valentine's, I wanted to come on here and make a video about love, like usual, like I usually do, but real love, the divine feminine, divine masculine love, not this love abortion stuff that most people are used to, what most people have been seeing with their, family, with older adults that they grew up around. Just, different people who they're around, their friends or acquaintances. I'm talking about real divine love that will inspire the world, that will help uplift and motivate others around them to not only be better, to aspire to be better, but actually be better inside and out. So just with these specific group of people, the 144, the divine twin flames, the divine higher heaven realm soulmates, whatever you want to call it, because there's two different versions. You got the elite group. This is the 144. And then we have the middle management who has the same agenda. They don't have as much energy, and you will be able to tell the difference between the divine feminine and the divine masculine 144, because this group, especially the divine feminine, I can speak for the divine feminine because I am one, the 144. They have not only, you can be able to tell the difference between the elites and the middle management, because the 144, the feminine and also the masculine energy inside both of these people is very, very strong and very powerful for the masculine and also the feminine. Okay, so they have a very large amount of both energies. Okay, because if you really want to know the divine feminine, divine masculine, this is really more of God's energy in the physical vessel that it can actually house, as much energy of it that these human bodies can actually house. And this is one of the reasons why you have been and is going on this spiritual journey to become more of this higher vibration energy of God. So really, you're really what people of this world, like the elitists, people who've studied, in the Vatican and different higher levels of knowledge, they really know, if they really know, which some of them do, you really are like mama and daddy. The feminine, divine feminine, and also the divine masculine. You really are mama and daddy God in the physical body. And so this is why you're on this journey to become the best versions of yourself in physicality. Of course, you get to live a human life, which should be good, should be fun, after you go through all this craziness in this world or whatever. But you're also helping out the world, the children of the world. Got different versions of them, but there's a reason for that, to help wake you up, and also so you can see. It's kind of like a scientific type of thing, but you have to have a higher mind to really understand it. The different versions of people in the world is really to not only help wake you up, but also see different parts of yourself on the outside. So not only can you help them, you can also help yourself at the same time. So different parts of yourselves, with different people, different groups of people in the world, is to help you help them by helping yourself. Okay? So, but that's for higher levels of knowledge. Okay? So if that doesn't fit for you, then that's fine. But also that should fit for a number of different people on certain different levels. Okay? So what I wanted to get into is divine feminine and divine masculine. You in this spiritual journey. By last year, a lot of people have noticed that they have literally went through some type of upgrade, some type of graduation spiritually. And one of the things that people don't realize, people think that when you're like 5 years old, when you're like 10 years old, when you're like 15 years old, they know that your consciousness changed. You up leveled in consciousness, okay? And people really think that once you turn 18, 25, maybe 30, that your consciousness is kind of the same, but a little bit different as you get older. But they don't realize that you are actually supposed to have big changes in consciousness throughout different points in your life as well. So it's not just 5 years old and 12 years old where you can tell the difference in consciousness, okay? People sometimes, there's certain people in this world who've been using good people, who've been trying to hold people back, hold people down. Because, like I said, I'm the 144. So when I looked down at earth, I saw that the medium people that had good and bad in them, who chose bad only to hold down the actual good people, the good people who were supposed to be in power. And so they were actually the ones who was holding down and also was holding down these people. Okay, these medium vibes. Sometimes people think it's the lower vibes that doing all the crazy work, but it's really the medium vibes. And I like to call some of them crabs in a barrel too. They've been holding down the people who are supposed to rise and help be a leader, help be a light into the world. Okay, and so I'm gonna go into that more later on. Different things, narcissism and crabs in a barrel and all that type of stuff. I'm going to go into that later on in different videos, but this video is specifically about your divine other counterpart. So once you upgrade, people notice, like I said, people have noticed that 2019, they have literally did some type of transformation and upgraded. People think that you stop at 10 years old, 15 years old, or 18 years old, but no, you literally upgrade in consciousness. You're supposed to upgrade in consciousness, but it has not been happening because of different hardships and different things that groups of people have been through, generational trauma, curses, all types of stuff. And so these upgrades have been very challenging, very painful. And so a lot of people have not been able to do it. Actually, if you've seen different people in your life, you've noticed that they have not been able to do it at a certain degree that the 144 has been able to do it. And it's only because you're able to do it, divine feminine, is because you literally have a pure heart. God had to choose somebody who has a pure heart, who was innocent and was trying their best to be as good of a version of themselves with that particular consciousness that they had at the time, with everything inside of them that their consciousness had at that time. And you, divine feminine, you were able to do it. The 144 divine feminine. This is why you were able to upgrade, and the lower vibration devil energies was not able to take you down like other people that you've known in your life, family members, friends, whatever, acquaintance. Because these low vibration energies was able to get them because there was something inside of their energy that was not right, that wants to hold people down. And so whatever energy you put out there to other people is the energies that you're going to get back. And so, but you, divine feminine, you always try to show love. You were always trying to do something of love, even if it wasn't always the best version of whatever. But you ultimately was always trying to show love. And so that is why you had love energy. You had God energy protecting you through this whole process, the 144 divine feminine. And so through the whole process, you were able to upgrade. The graduation for a lot of people, notice, was last year, 2019. Could be from summertime to October, November. You did a transformation because people was always supposed to upgrade in energy. We always upgrade. Even when we get out of these physical bodies, we get better bodies, and we're always upgrading. We're always transforming into better, consciously and physically as well. Okay? So, but a lot of people, like I said, people was not been able to do it because of all the low vibration that has been occurring in the world. But you, divine feminine, was able to do it. This is why you were chosen. This is why you were sent down here to earth. God knew that you could do it. God knew that you had the heart to do it. Okay? Just like when God sent me down here, God was like, I was like, why did God choose me? Because if you know how I act in the heaven realm, okay. But God also wanted to show me, God remember, because I guess I had been in heaven too long and not playing no games with people, trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice here, but not playing no games with people, certain people who deserve it, of course. But I was like, why God send me down here? I am definitely not, not human material. I'm definitely not this earth realm material. But when I got into my body, you see how the consciousness I have now? When I got into my body, I had to help my human version out because this is the past for me. And so my human version was still like 3 years old, still little. Okay, just like people say, my higher self. You're supposed to become your higher self in physical form. Your higher self is helping you and teaching you and showing you so you can become your higher self. You're supposed to wake up one day, all of a sudden you realize, hey, I'm my higher self, because that's what happened to me. The transformation takes a while. But people of higherly, they know who is who, or they can tell, or people should just kind of be waiting, you know what I'm saying? But the transformation takes a while, but then you all of a sudden, one day you'll realize, hey, I'm my higher self. But then, like I said, we always upgrade. And I even have a future, higher self that's helping me out now, okay? So I've always helped my human self out. Okay, let me show you my hand here. Okay, so let me see if you can see. Okay, so this is my lifeline here. Okay, and this is the headline. So this is the past version of me. Okay, and then this is the current version of me. So you can tell there is a split, the upgrade. I'm the goddess version. Used to call myself the queen, but now I'm the goddess version. So I'm the one that literally went to heaven and all that type of stuff. Same person, just one is from the future. Okay, so that's why when I got into my body and I was foster care and adopted and all that type of stuff, I remember I was like, wait a minute, why is my parents acting like this? Because I know they was cheap as I don't know what. I'm not supposed to whatever, because there's different things that needs to happen in your life to make you pretty much the bomb.com, pretty much, because you need all of your energies. Because a lot of divine feminines, they were raised in harsher situations. A lot of them was raised in like to be Cinderella, whether it's, physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever. But there's a reason why that situation had to occur. It's because you needed to gain all your energies. You couldn't gain all your energies if you were treated extremely excellent and loved and all that type of stuff. Then you just would have remained super loving instead of getting your other energies so you can be a leader. Because when you are a leader and you're helping these, people out down here on the earth, different other places, whatever. But when you're helping these people out on earth, you can't always be super loving and nice with these people. Certain, normal people and good people, you can do that. You can show your loving inside and all that. But there's some people you're going to have to be tough with. Some of these people you're going to have to not play no games, and some of these people you're going to have to cut off, and that's it. And you need all of your energy. So that is the reason why you grew up the way that you grew up. And also, when it's time to transition, move on, you needed to be able to detach. And it's harder to detach when you're treated super good down here majority of your life. All your life. Some people had okay lives. Some people had super good lives. But if you had a certain level of energy towards you, that was not, loving, conducive, and all that type of stuff, then it's easier to detach from low vibration, and it's easier to detach when it's time for you to transition and move on to higher heaven realms as well. So God do different things to help you get and have what you need to have in life, and also to have what you need to have and deserve when it's time to up level in physicality and also spirituality, and also when it's time to up level in heaven realm and all that. Okay, just like you watch some movies where they'll be like, oh, some of these souls or whatever, they're stuck down here attached to people, things, whatever. You're not gonna have that problem. You're not gonna have all that problem of attachment, because you, through this process, has learned to detach. Okay, so now you, divine feminine, would know, now that you've upgraded and all that, you would know your heaven realm, because you can only be with another heaven realm masculine divine feminine. There's a reason for that. I'm not gonna tell all the reason, because you got low vibration that tries to hinder, cause a problem. But if you look inside and know, you would know the reason. Okay, divine feminine, you're balanced between your masculine and feminine. You got all your energies that you've worked hard to get on this process here, that you've persevered through here. So you should have all your energies through this upgrade, this process here. You should have all your energies now. You got your light and your dark side, your masculine and your feminine, which both works for God. Some people think, oh, you have to just be love and light and do everything, be a slave, do everything that people want you to do and all that type of stuff. No. You have both of your energies for a reason, because not only, especially down here in this lower realm that people have been in, you need both your energies, love and light, for people who deserve it, and your other side for people when people don't know how to act. Point blank, period. Okay? So your divine masculine will have both his light and his dark as well. But the difference is both sides for the high vibration, divine feminine, divine masculine works for God. And it don't have to, and how we are in the heaven realm, we're not necessarily like conducive, and we're not going to fit into the human world, because guess what? We are from higher heaven realm. We're supposed to help the people raise up to our level. Not you try to be like them. They're supposed to raise up to your level. So they've been trying to live in, this and this, and they've been hiding their darkness. And that's what's been causing a problem. They've been hiding their darkness, keeping it in whatever, and it's been festering and getting crazy. It hasn't been learning how to act, how to be, because your darkness, your masculine, your whatever side, is supposed to learn what to do, what not to do from its light side. So the mind is supposed to learn what it's to do from its heart. Okay? What's appropriate, what's not appropriate. Now in heaven realm, certain things is appropriate there, because a lot of things is not going on that's going on down here. But down here on earth, we have to do things in more of a human way. So And God was letting me know that when I first jumped into my body at 3 years old, certain things isn't down here is different than it is in heaven. So gotta learn what we can do, what we can't do. Okay, and your masculine is going to be of high vibration. You can only choose a masculine. We only choose a masculine that's of high vibration, who is masculine. Like the divine feminines, we're feminine. We're very feminine, especially the elite, because we have a lot of both energies. Very feminine, but our actions, when need be, because just like you've seen the Amazon women, the warriors, the superheroes, you will find out that the feminines are the ones who are the most powerful, most strongest, because this is spiritual. This is not physical. Okay, and the more you move into spiritual, the more powerful you become. That's why you've been in this training process, in this earth school, getting all your energies, learning all the things you need to learn as you move up. Okay, so you only choose someone of a high vibration from who is your divine masculine, who has balanced his energies and has learned what is appropriate, what is not appropriate, which takes time, learning, dedication, training that you get from God, different things around, life experiences. And so he will be able to help you control your power, your energies. That is why you have to be with someone of high vibration, divine feminine, because he helps you control yours and be in your lovely side. Okay? So, but it's not that your light side or your dark side is bad. It's just one side destroys evil. One side destroys evil. And so you just need to make sure that you are in a high vibration, heaven realm state of existence. But also on this journey, you should have learned also how to control your own energies. Your divine masculine also, he helps you further control your energies. This is why you choose a higher vibrating person. And we all know that some people was of light and they was an angel, then they, just like the devil, and they transform and they decide to be of lower vibration, devil energy. And you've had to cut these people out of your life. But now that you've literally transformed, you choose someone of higher vibration. And the one way that you're going to know that this person is your masculine is because he appeals to your heart energy. He will actually, okay, so divine feminine, divine masculine, you have both your energies and you operate in them. You choose to operate in which one you need at that time, at that moment. Your real divine masculine is going to help activate your loving side even more, and it will take over. So you will be even more balanced in both the feminine and also the masculine energies. Here. Your real divine masculine does that. So if you're with anybody who's treating you like trash, not doing right, not activating that heart energy inside, that is not the person for you. Your real person is going to activate your loving, divine, feminine side. Is going to awaken that side up even more. And there's going to be something that happens. God already showed me. There's going to be something that happens to where if it's in some type of, let's say, cocoon, then the heart, it kind of breaks. When the energy breaks and it might not feel so good. Let's say that. And that's the divine feminine energy is like waking up from a sleep. And so the full version of it wakes up and takes over, and you become more balanced in your energy. Okay? So, like I said, only your real divine masculine can do that for you, not some low vibration person. And it's really important that you are with the real person. Okay. And also your real person for the 144 and also the divine heaven realm soulmates, your divine masculine is more like you. Like y'all have the same, thought process, the same wants, and just common goal and energy. And so that's where I've seen a lot of people where they're talking about, oh, submissive, oh, divine feminine, or a woman, she submits to the right man who's of God. All that is true. But I never hear anybody saying, really, you just choose somebody who thinks like you. So, of course, you're going to be okay or be submissive or be whatever with someone because they're like you. They're like your energy, your mind process, your thought process. They do a lot of the things that you like or that you agree with. So, of course, you're going to be okay with that. So, but if you're with someone who is totally different from you, then there's a problem. That's where the problem comes in. Just like they say, birds of a feather flocks together. You don't have a problem with your friends because you're all the same. So you can be submissive. You can be, oh, yeah, let's go do this because you want to do it anyway. Because you agree to that. You agree to what is going on in the situation. So when you're with your right person, you don't have no problem being submissive. You don't have no problem being whatever. Because you agree to it. You're not supposed to be with somebody who, if you a fun person and somebody's boring as I don't know what, you gonna be with somebody who wants to do those fun things. But if you're with somebody who's boring, you're like, and they're like, oh, did she not being submissive? It's because you're not with the right person. Okay? It's okay to have balance. Some people's balance, some people's fun, some people, whatever. You just have to be with your right person, your right mind, the you outside of yourself. That is the thing here. Okay? And I'm like, why haven't nobody said this? So that's why I'm saying it, okay? So your divine masculine is going to open up your feminine side. So if you notice that you're still in your guard side, you're still in your masculine side, you're still in your tough, whatever, exterior side, then you know, and you've been with this person for years, then there's a problem. Because either that person has not upgraded and y'all both need to go on your spiritual journeys or whatever, or you're with the wrong person. And only you can decide that. Only you know this, okay? So, just want to come on here and help you guys out with your significant other. I know it's we just had the Valentine's, and I know a lot of people is thinking about love or in the love energy or whatever, and so I want to come on here and help you guys out regarding love, your divine counterparts for the 144 twin flames, and also for the middle management. Like I said, the 144, if you want to know if you're 144, is because you have a lot of both the masculine and feminine energy. You have both sides. So you're like super loving, but then you're also like super out with your ass. Okay? And also the masculine. But I feel like I'm a divine feminine. But I feel like the masculine, he's more, they're like masculine, but they also have loving, their actions are loving. And feminines, divine feminines, like super feminine, but they're also, people have noticed that things have changed in feminine. They think it's something new, but it's actually not. It's what it's actually supposed to be, and also what is in heaven realm. Super feminine, super powerful, loving, and also no nonsense. That is how you are, divine feminine. That is your natural state of being. Like I said, when I jumped into my body at 3 years old, I noticed that females were totally different from heaven realm. In heaven realm, I noticed that the masculines took on a lot of our energy of how we are. If you look at the symbol of the masculine and feminine, yin and yang, you'll see that divine feminine, has a lot of that power energy, to protect our super loving side. And a lot of the masculines, they have a lot of the loving energy to keep them balanced with their power side, their core center. Okay? And so that will tell you the difference between a divine feminine and divine masculine, higher vibrating, who has balanced their energies, and who you need to have in your life, divine feminine, divine masculine. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and in this video, hope you guys learned something. If you have any questions, you can email me or you can leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love to you guys. Mwah.